Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 747th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. Russia has lost approximately 425,890 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war, the General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces reported. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 910 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 8 tanks, 27 armored combat vehicles, 23 artillery systems, 2 air defense systems, 43 drones, 1 cruise missile, 44 vehicles, and 5 pieces of special equipment. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. There were 53 combat engagements. The enemy launched a total of 6 missile and 87 air strikes, carried out 32 multiple launch rocket systems attacks at the positions of Ukrainian troops and various settlements. The Ukrainian Air Force launched air strikes on 8 concentrations of troops, weapons, and military equipment, 1 command post of the occupiers. The Ukrainian missile troops hit 2 concentrations of troops, weapons, and military equipment, 1 Buk M1 air defense system, 1 L219 Zoopark radar station of Russian invaders. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports Ukrainian forces launched a drone attack on an aircraft facility in Taganrog, Russia on March 9, 2024. The attack targeted the bereaved tank maintenance facility, which is important for maintaining Russia's A-50 early warning and control aircraft. The damage caused by the attack is likely to significantly degrade Russia's situational awareness in Ukraine. This attack shows that Ukraine can still reach strategically important targets within Russia. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War, a Ukrainian military observer offered assessments of Russian force generation and defense industrial base capacities that are consistent with ISW's previous assessments. Russia's increased defense industrial base production is likely not sustainable in the medium and long term, as it will likely suffer from labor shortages, decreased weapons and equipment stockpiles, and an inability to completely compensate for military and dual-use items it can no longer acquire due to sanctions. Transfers of North Korean weapons to Russia by sea have apparently resumed after a pause since mid-February 2024. A Ukrainian military source noted that Russian forces are increasingly using grenades equipped with chemical substances in the Zaporizhzhia direction, in potential violation of the Chemical Weapons Convention to which Russia is a signatory. The Moldovan Ministry of Foreign Affairs has summoned Russian ambassador to Moldova Oleg Vasnetsov in response to claims that Russia will operate polling stations in pro-Russian Moldovan breakaway region Transnistria during the Russian presidential election. Russia, China, and Iran will hold the Joint Maritime Security Belt 2024 naval exercise in the Gulf of Oman between March 11 to 15. The Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs claimed that the West intends to use Armenia as a tool against Russia, a notable escalation in its information operations, criticizing Armenian efforts to distance itself from security relations with Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a bill on March 11 that allows Russian authorities to further restrict actors it deems foreign agents to consolidate control over the Russian information space ahead of the presidential election. France is reportedly prepared to build a coalition of countries that are open to potentially sending Western military personnel to Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin continues efforts to cater to Russian service members and their families with the promise of various social benefits. Russian forces recently made confirmed advances near Crimea, Bakhmut, and Donetsk city. In Zelenskyy's nightly address, he said Ukrainian leadership focused on military strategy today, discussing frontline stabilization, fortification construction, and planning for future actions. He emphasized the need for continued international support with weapons and stressed efforts to hinder Russian resource mobilization. The government also addressed financial stability and expressed gratitude to Ukrainians and international partners for their continued fight for justice. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.